Good morning. So we've got a nice easy little project now. This wall failed. The owner pulled it down. It was completely hanging out. And we found out that, yeah, this has dropped. There's actually a leak down here when we put the hose through. So obviously the weight of the water has just dropped all of that. I actually poured this driveway with my boss about 25 years ago when I was just a labourer. Held up pretty good. When we pulled it down originally, the whole thing was hollow underneath. So obviously the same problem was happening. It hasn't dropped as much this time because it was already settled. But yeah, so we're gonna dig that out, suss it out, and then just run a new wall straight around. Let's get into it. So we've got to dig that down, follow that pipe down. Follow that pipe. It's down here somewhere. It's leaking where that bar is roughly.
Yeah, kick for this.
So we're gonna have to just chase it down and replace that whole section. I'm pulling that out anyway, so don't worry about it. It's all gonna get replaced. We just need to find the end of it and check. I don't know if it goes the other way. So that's the problem now. We've hit concrete, but they said it was done all by hand, so I don't think it'd be very deep. Put that hose in there, Daniel. We'll see if it's blocked. Stop.
What happened?
Yeah, she's overflowed, but oh no!
What?
It drops right there. That's a T-piece.
You're not joking.
Nah. Alright. So now we've got to go down around that. think Daniel's done it. If you ever need a hole dug, you know who to call. So now once we've dug this out, we'll cut it back here. We'll replace that, but we'll have to put a hose in here. And if it's still blocked, then we'll have to go back to the next corner. And judging how this has been like this for about 20 years, there's a good chance it is full of dirt. So hopefully it's all stopped at that T-piece there, but we'll find out in a minute. Okay, so
That means it's blocked, yeah.
it's still blocked. We've got to go further. Yep. So do you just want to smash that bit out there just so we can pull that out? Because I think that little bit of concrete there might be holding it.
Just at the bottom here.
You know what that means? You got to keep digging. Oh man. It's quite relaxing though. I can see why people have a pond with a little waterfall.
Oh yeah, broke it.
Just get a couple of cones here too. Just around this, yeah, because it's danger. Oh, I thought I was. Hate when that happens. That means I've been recording all the crap bits and then I turned it off when I wanted to record. You want to jump on that end? Yep. Send it. Go down a bit. Push it. Beautiful. So just cover like the first that much,
This
and
bit out.
yeah, and then you can dig that dirt out,
Dig what dirt out?
the down pipe.
I've already done that.
Oh, it didn't fill in at the bottom.
Yeah. I just took all the bricks out.
Is the pipe all exposed?
Most of it.
You know, clean it all out. That's why we've got to put scoria in. That's why I went to get scoria.
Yeah, I know, but you also told me to do that. I didn't think it mattered. There's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah, no, I said to wait until I get the scoria.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't matter as long as we get it all out.
Like, I did pull it back a bit and spread it out.
All right, that's it for today. So I've got to come back, wash that out. We can't get any further than this until this next section is unblocked. So pretty much, if we can push it through, we're going to be all right. If not, I'm going to have to take that down and this concrete. I may be able to leave the wall actually. I might be able to just pop that out and go underneath, but yeah. Let's hope we don't have to. I can just push it through. I know I'm going to get extremely wet, but you got to do what you got to do. So that's going to be capped off, but just so they can get into it later on. That's ready for Aggie, and we'll hook up that down pipe, but we ran out of batteries, so I'll get that in the morning. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, back again. Daniel's getting ready. So we're just going to cut out this panel and then run it all the way through, put a new pipe in. We're going to try to save this, so we're just going to have to go underneath. And we may be able to save that concrete strip. We'll just have to see how we go when we pull it up. Let's get into it. All right, that one's hooked up. We're getting there, last little bit. We've got the telecom running across there, so we're gonna have to come up with some elbows and then straight across, but we'll get there. Let's go. All right, pretty much done today. So I've pulled out that little bit of footing. What I'm going to try to do is come out straight and then skip around that, because I don't want to pull all that out. It's going to undermine the driveway, and yeah, it's just not worth it. So we'll make the garden bed a little bigger, because we need to cut the concrete anyway, so I can trim it up and make it even still. But yeah, we're getting there now. It is decent thick, the footing. Decent for the 1.7 anyway. All right, so we've got no fitting on the hose. It's definitely Monday today, even though it's Tuesday. So we're going to cut this off. We've spoken with the customer. The rest of it we're going to bring 450mm off, so that way we don't have to touch the footing at all. That section's already came out okay. So yeah, we're just going to trim this, get enough meat there for the posts, and that should get us out of trouble. All right, that wasn't a good start. This is meant to be 1200 deep, and we've got about 300 if you're lucky, and we've hit a big rock, so we can't dig any more. What are we at?
Yeah, just over 3.
Yeah. So this one's hard too, because the C channel has to be hard up against the wall, so we've got to jackhammer that out, and then grab a crowbar, see if that'll move. Hopefully, if it'll wobble, we might be able to pop it out. It might only be a small floater, but around here too there's huge floaters, so if it's a big one then we're in big trouble.
I went through it, didn't I?
Yeah. Alright, so we're at about 600 mil there. Is it breaking up alright? Seems reasonably soft though, doesn't it? So we're going to try this other hole, and then if that's no chop, we'll deal with it from there, I guess. What a nightmare. So far, every hole has hit rock. That one's about halfway. This one's a little bit more than half. You got it out of that one, did you?
Yeah.
And that one's nowhere near it. And we've still got 3 to go. And it's not even Monday. Looks like the rain's coming, Daniel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Danny boy's finally finished. We're just cleaning up. That is done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That one needs cleaning. And that needs cleaning. I'm going to put one more. We're going to have one on the edge of the concrete, but we're not going to do that until after I cut the concrete. So I'm not exactly sure where it's going to be, just because of the state of this. So we really want to cut it and give it a clean edge, but I'm just not sure how far he wants to come, so I'll have to discuss that with him. But it's definitely going to look better to trim that off. But yeah, we'll get these poles poured, and then we'll worry about that so it doesn't cave in, because it's only going to be small. Alrighty, we're pretty much done now. We've run out of timber, so I'm going to have to go down to the Bunnings warehouse. Pretty much ready to go. So I've propped a few there. We just need to put these sideways props. It's leveled left and right now. It's just got to be leveled up front to back. These obviously have to be cut, but we didn't have time to cut them now, so concrete's at 8 o'clock. We'll get it in and then we'll worry about cutting them. I'll measure up and we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Beautiful. Looks like good mud today. Pity we're putting it in a hole. You got a heap on today, boss? It's a good week for concrete. All right, concrete is in. Daniel's just about to clean up. I don't want to take these supports off too early, because if you do, it'll just spring back, end up in the wrong spot. So we'll give all this a bit of a wash. So we haven't put that post in because I'm not sure if that's going to be the end of the driveway there, or if I'm going to trim a bit more off, because we wanted to try and get a clean edge on it. So I'll probably work that out now. We still have to do a mower strip in front and that footpath panel, so we'll pour that at the same time, just at the end. But yeah, we're pretty much hard bits done now, so we'll clean up, then we're going to go drop the concrete off, then we have to pick this up, which is a pain in the butt because we're about 800 mil higher than the footpath here, and the big machine won't fit in the side, so But we'll work it out. We'll wash up and go get the machine. Later. Hey!
Jam for the car behind you. All good.
Good morning, back again. Daniel was just sick for a week. I was sick for the week before. It's going around, but my beard's fallen off. So now I'm a bit fresh in the morning. We're just cleaning up, gonna start putting these things in today finally. Try to get out of here this year, eh? Let's get into it. All right, so we're just cutting the top now. The dangerous thing is we're cutting to here, but as you can see, it's all hollow the whole way. So what I'm going to do is just etch it, and then I'll come along and put a few cuts that way, because otherwise what will happen as I'm cutting, it'll actually drop and it'll pinch on the blade. It happened last time when we ripped this driveway up 20 odd years ago. It's not too bad here, probably from about here I can put a notch there, a couple there. See, that's what I'm talking about. No, but you got it on the pipe. You can't have it on the pipe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I've got to get a T-piece on there.
Sorry.
Third time lucky.
How about that part there? Is that alright?
No, it's still too high. It's going to be where the T-piece is sitting. Oh. Oh, my leg's stuck. Oh. Nearly there. Pretty much ready. So we've just got to put a tiny bit more there, cut the excess off, then we can put some toppings. I don't actually know what they want to put in there yet. I've got to confirm it with him. Bit of crushed rock, N12 bar through the middle, and some masking, and we're out of here.
Again.
Oh, sorry, mate. Is that better? Such a jerk, huh? All right, we're finally ready for conch. Well, almost. We have to put the masking on in the morning. So normally we don't muck around with the masking, but these sleepers, because they're charcoal, we just don't want to risk it if it does get any conch on there and get hard, and then we damage it when we wash it off. So better to be safe than sorry, because they were only poured 2 weeks ago. But we're definitely happy to see the end of this one. It's dragged out so long because we've been sick and it's been a bit of a nightmare. But we're nearly there. Good morning, just setting up. Daniel's finishing off the back. Waiting on concrete. It's a beautiful day today. Hopefully I didn't dose it up, but hopefully it won't be too long and we can finally get out of here, off to the next one. Nice easy project. Alrighty, all done. That was our first pour. What do you reckon, 6 months, Daniel? It's been a while. Shadow's in the wrong spot. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Don't have to clean anything up now. We just got to backfill and put the toppings up the top. We'll get rid of the concrete. So yeah, pretty much we've got to get the, we're putting granite up there. We'll get rid of this and then put some soil in here, get rid of that stuff. And finally, we're done skis. We better show Daniel's masterpiece.
Oh, numb.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know, mate. Once we get a bit of stuff in there, a bit of soil behind it. Bada bing, bada boom.
We didn't do that one, but that rock's sticking out a bit far.
Yeah, the whole thing's all over the place, mate. Definitely the bit we've done's the best bit, just saying.
Yeah, sure.
All right, pretty much done. The customer's hose that we're using has broken on the end, so we've just got to wash this up. But we'll do that in the morning and pick the rubbish up on the ute. So that is it. We're out of here, off to the next one. Yeah, so we'll give this a wash too. Clean it all up. It probably needs a seal, but that won't take too long. We'll sort it out in the morning. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. God bless.